Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. Today we're talking about the post-match game between Man United and Arsenal. Arsenal 3, Man United 1. Man United losing their 10th game in the Premiership season, which has not happened in a very long time at the hands of Arsenal, a team they're challenging for the 4th spot. Well, today we're joined with the Houston Red Army crew, Joe the Peacemaker, the Soul Man. Welcome to the show, Joe. And the controversial one we haven't seen in a few weeks, Bems. Welcome to the show, bro.
How you guys doing?
Right.
Long time no see.
Good. Glad to see you, bro. Now, Arsenal beat Man United 3-1. 4 days earlier, Liverpool beat United 4-0. 7 goals in 2 games, 2 away games, 2 heavy defeats. Bems, this defense was changed. Maguire did not play. Did you expect better, or you didn't expect anything different?
I didn't expect anything different. I think this is not Maguire cannot take all the blame. He's not been performing well. He's been below standards for a while now. But there's been a consistent thing with this team is that the team they've shown that they don't care. There's no motivation. There's no motivation to try and get something out of the season. And it's been a running theme since December, actually, since Ralph took over. So I didn't expect anything different. Maguire not playing because for the past few weeks or for the past whatever is in few months, we've been consistently poor. So history will tell you Maguire playing or not doesn't change anything. So
he was responsible for a few of the goals at Anfield.
Yeah, he
closing down Mane. His lack of
he was responsible for some of the goals, but at the end, but there are other players on that team that could have the team as a whole could have played better to at least given a better account for given a better account of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're losing against a team like Liverpool, you still play like your hearts out. You still try to play for the shirt. You still try to listen to the manager and do what the manager wants you to do. You don't give up when you concede. You fight and fight and fight, and it's clear that the issues in this team goes way deeper than just one player. Maguire, yes, it's been terrible. He's a leader of the team, and he should perform better. He should do better, but it goes way beyond him.
Right.
There are issues within that squad. So yeah, I wasn't
Were you surprised he was dropped yesterday?
Actually, I expected him to be dropped, and I think the reason why he was dropped was because of that bomb threat that happened. I think that was an excuse for them to drop Maguire. Maguire should not even be
on the bench.
Maguire should not even be. He shouldn't even be on the bench. He shouldn't even be on the squad.
If he was affected, in my opinion, by that.
He was affected by that. He shouldn't have been there at all. So,
Joe, when you saw Maguire not playing, did you feel more confident at the United defense before the game started?
Yeah, definitely felt a lot more confident because, for his sake as a human being, it just just stop the misery. For his sake as a human being, for our sake as fans, let's just it's just not happening for him. So I thought he needed to take the rest of the season off. That's
the season off.
Why not, man? Wait a minute. Let's see what Phil Jones can do. Let's see what Phil Jones will do. We don't know if Bailly's gonna be around. Why does it seem like we have a set of players, right, that we anticipate are going to be leaving this summer that we already know? Jesse Lingard, one of them, Pogba, Matic, and they're getting game time. I mean, if we think we're going to lose Bailly at the end of the summer, why aren't we giving him, why not reward the steward of the team that stuck around? He wasn't talking spicy on social media. He's being a professional, right? Give this guy some game time so that some of these other teams can see him play. You know, bring up his stock a
recently,
little bit.
let
Give
me
this guy an
tap in there.
opportunity.
Recently, Bailly, after the Liverpool game, said, "Why am I not giving game time? It should be me and Varane." He actually told and said it
Damn.
should be me and Varane in that defense. I think he got to a point because everybody doesn't say it a lot. I think he just had enough of this.
And I'm
Yo,
not surprised him
I
having
did
enough.
not know that happened.
Yeah, he
But,
did.
hey,
I heard that too. Yeah.
Let me pull it up.
So
I mean, at some point, yes, I can understand the frustration simply because of the things that I just mentioned. He probably wants to bring his stock up. He probably does want other teams to, take a look at him. I'm sure Bailly can go to another club somewhere. I think Bailly is still a Premier League player. He can stay
100%.
healthy, and it's unfortunate that he's.
Oh, it was an
probably gonna be
Instagram
losing.
plea.
Yeah, man.
Man United's A Bailly makes Instagram plea to Rannick to start ahead of Harry Maguire against Arsenal this weekend, having been limited to just 4 Premiership games this season. Wow, 4! Damn!
Crazy.
A Bailly's
bad.
last appearance for Man United was in December 2020. Oh, jeez.
this is what I'm thinking.
It was a plea to play him
I think-
instead of Maguire.
I think there's more. There's got to be more to it. Why he's not picking Bailly, because I mean Bailly is definitely. Everyone knows Bailly is a good center back. It's just that he's injury prone. Yeah, he tends to make some rash challenges. But I see no reason why Ralph could not have given Bailly chances since he's been here. He's hardly ever played Bailly. Hardly. If he's played Bailly, maybe one time.
Right.
So there's definitely something behind it. There's got to be something, because he's played every other player. He's played Jones he played Jones more than Bailly.
Right.
So there's got to be something going on there. Maybe Bailly is one of those players that is leaking stuff out, of issues going on in the dressing room.
He gets definitely Lingard, and he gets game time.
No. You can't, Joe. You can't tell me it's definitely Lingard, man. There are other players. You don't know. You can't tell me. You can't say that. You can't.
This is
yeah,
like the
Lingard.
worst kept secret in Manchester.
No.
All right. Let's quickly get into the
Lingard
player.
made that comment to Scholes. Yeah, it doesn't mean Lingard is the main culprit, though. There are other players there.
It's true. We don't know, but all will be revealed soon. All will be revealed. Who is the lead?
And the fact that Lingard said to Scholes that he's okay with Scholes saying it, that's huge.
Exactly.
If a player is okay with that information coming out, that's huge. Normally, players won't want that coming out that they're the ones that are saying it.
Right. So let's quickly jump right into the player rating. Just give me a scale out 1 to 10 what you thought about this player. Don't overanalyze it. Just straight to the point. All right. Let me see where this guy is. If not, we're gonna keep going straight. Right, De Gea, Joe. Performance yesterday.
Give him a 6. I wouldn't say, and most of the goals was their fault. Yeah.
Penalty and a 25-yard pile driver from Xhaka.
Yeah, he didn't see it. It's unfortunate. First goal, he made it. He did his job, earned his paycheck, and I guess it's not our right back's job to have his back. So I'm gonna give De Gea a 6.
Bems, De Gea. You can tell he's for sure blaming the low
undertone,
and he says he doesn't blame. He says he doesn't blame the low, but this is clear. I would say De Gea. I would say 6.
6. All right.
I would say 6. You can't blame him for the goals, really.
All right. While we're still with Ben, so I'm going to be if the last person answers, we'll continue from there. Tell us, Bems.
Man, Telles was poor, man. He was a reason. We conceded at least 2 goals because of him. Telles was below average. I give Telles a 3.
Joe.
3. Yeah.
Joe, tell us.
Yeah, if you directly involved in possession of 2 goals as a defender, that's kind of your job. So failed miserably at his job. So yeah, it's a 3.5 for me.
Right. Joe, Delo.
The low. I mean, came close a couple of times, hit the crossbar.
He hit the crossbar by a power driver. The keeper was not catching that one. He hit the post twice. The keeper parried the second one under the post.
Yeah.
And he can shoot.
You know, but we know he's there for a reason, right? He's supposed to be there getting those crosses in. So I still haven't seen that part of his game and how that benefits the team, but I'll give him a 5.5.
5.5. Bams, Delo.
Delo, I'm gonna give Delo a 6.5.
6.5. All right. Bams, while we're with Bams, Lindelof.
That's a tough one, man. The 3, that's a tough one. I can't blame Lindelof that much, man, because Lindelof he tried.
I thought he worked well with after the first goal.
He worked well. I can't blame him much, man, for all those goals, man. I'll probably give Lindelof a 6, a 5.5, 6.
Joe.
Yeah, 5.5, 6.
Okay. Varane, Joe.
Varane, I'll give a straight 5.5.
5.5.
Was involved with the first goal.
All right.
Equally.
All right. Bems. Varane.
5.5, 6.
5.5, 6. All right. Let's move to the midfield. Matic. Bems.
Matic, I'm gonna give Matic a 6.5. He got the assist to Ronaldo's goal. I think he tried. You can tell that he wasn't.
What was it? Matic's
he wasn't down in tools. Yeah, it was Matic's cross. Yeah.
Oh, I actually thought it was a good cross. It was a good cross.
Yeah, it was a nice cross. Matic actually played okay to me, man. He wasn't bad. He wasn't.
So he provided the assist.
He provided assist. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6. I'm giving him a 6.5.
Joe, Matic.
Yeah, same. Yeah, 6.5. Got the assist. Yeah, midfield wise, I would imagine
Struggled.
But he was kind of our best midfielder. Everybody else is kind of like non-existent.
Right, McTominay, Joe.
Yeah.
He got involved in physical altercations at times, throwing his weight around. He's trying to be the bruiser and break up play. What would you give him for all that?
At some point, we need that. We need head cases every once in a while on the team, man. So, but he's kind of disappeared. Huge portions of the game.
The last went out.
So,
the Duracell battery ran out.
I'm gonna say give him maybe a 5.5.
Oh damn. Bems, McTominay, after he did the run in, he did the breaking up play, trying to roughen them up, not tolerate nonsense. Well, the last
5.5 is fair.
Damn,
5.5 is fair.
Right. So let's go to Bruno Fernandez, captain of the day. Bems. Missed penalty.
That guy is terrible, man. He's definitely he missed a penalty. He was at fault for one of the goals. The third goal that Xhaka scored, that was his fault.
He lost the ball there.
He was dispossessed. Bruno was terrible. Bruno was shite, bro. Bruno doesn't get more than a 4 for me. He was terrible. Bruno should not have played that game. A 4.
You would have started Mata in his place.
Yeah, funny enough, I would have.
Right. Joe, the captain of the day, Bruno Fernandez.
Yeah, unfortunate. I don't know if it's that armband, but Bruno's been shite recently, so it's another 4.5. Yeah, performance for him.
4.5.
Not great.
Right, to the attackers. On the right, Elanga. Joe.
Hello, Spirits.
Got asked for a penalty claim in the first half, which we all thought was a penalty, but wasn't given.
He's still keeping people honest, keeping left and right backs honest. I'm gonna give him 5.5.
5.5.
You know, but,
Sancho on the left tortured Arsenal a bit in the first half.
no. Bems, what do you got?
Oh, sorry,
for
Bems.
Elanga?
Elanga.
Elanga 5.5.
Dang, got tight today. Bems. Sancho
6.5. Sancho was trying. You could tell Sancho was trying. He was one of the players out there today that put effort into trying to get something out of that game. Sancho tried, in my opinion. He was 6.5.
Yeah, I'd probably give him a 6. He was the one that set up Mata to put in that cross for our goal. So I give it a 6. Yeah.
Mata, or you mean Matic?
Matic.
No, I thought we were talking Sancho right now.
Yeah, Sancho made the pass to Matic. You said Mata made the cross.
Oh, my bad. Matic.
Right, Ronaldo, Joe.
Got the goal. That's a full point. I guess he gets like a 6.5 for me.
6.5. Bams, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo gets a 7 for me.
7.
He was man of the match. You could tell he was.
Still, you can see he's still grieving. It ain't easy.
Yeah, he's grieving. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. But one thing I noticed in this game, he was coming back down. He was coming back to defense to defend. He was
picked up a yellow card.
He picked up yellow card, but you could tell. He also won the ball back a few times. He definitely showed intent to try and get something out of that game. He was all over, man. His gameplay was decent. Scored a goal. 7 for me. I think he was the best. He was the best player on the pitch, in my opinion.
Outfield substitutions. We're gonna start with Mata. Bems.
Mata. I mean, Mata didn't really do much, right? He was 5.5.
5.5.
5.5, 6, yeah.
Joe, Mata.
About 5.5. Just no huge changes to the game.
Then we brought on the English crew, my people. Joe, Lingard.
Just 5. Just so he could just keep going. I'm just done with him. I'm just done. Just 5 for both of them. The other one too, I'm not even gonna say his name.
Bems, Lingard.
Lingard gets a 4.
4.
Or 3.
Rashford gets a 3.
4. Rashford gets a 3.
So you're doing Rashford as well. So Rashford 3. Lingard 4. Joe, Rashford.
Rashford gets a 5. Same as Lingard. They didn't really do anything to impact the game in any way, shape, or form. Right. Considering who they are, considering this game, man, they've lost that spark. Whatever it was, they've just lost it. So they need to move on.
Right, Ragnick substitutions, selections, and tactics for the day. Bems.
Man, I can't fault the guy, man. Who did he? We had injuries. He picked the right team. The only player that I say that shouldn't have played, that shouldn't have been picked, was Bruno.
Bruno, right.
So I would say I give Ragnick a 6.
Right.
For you know what? I'll put it straight, right? I don't think it's fair to rate Ragnick on tactics. I think we can rate him on selection, but tactics. The reason why I say I don't think it's fair to rate him on tactics, because the players are not doing what he wants to do.
Oh yeah.
The players are not doing what he wants to do.
He's responsible for the formation. Yes, he said it on.
Yeah, and that's why I say selection. Selection wise, like team selection and formation, yeah, but tactics, yeah, you can't blame him for that, because they don't follow his tactics.
Joe. Ragnick.
I will most definitely blame Ragnick for any tactical mistakes he makes on that pitch. That is your job. I don't care whether these guys like if it's the players, you should already know if a player or with the way they're looking on the training pitch, whether they're gonna follow your rules or not. You start people expecting them to play the way you want.
He has emphasized they don't.
I got a question to you, Joe. I got a question for you, Joe.
I get that. I understand. The
How
reason
about
why
how
I'm coming,
about
well,
80% of the players are not listening? So what else you do?
Let me land the plane. All right.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, right, we need to hold Ragnick to the same fire and the same standards that we held Ole. When Ole was here and we saw him making tactical mistakes, we called him out for it. The same thing must apply for Ragnick. If he's starting certain players, that is Ragnick's fault. If he's looking at Bruno the same way we're looking at Bruno, but yet he started Bruno. So that is Ragnick's fault. You know what I mean? So
now
that's going to be key to anybody that comes into this team, because
now my
they're
question
going
to
to
you
initially have to work with what they have.
Okay. Now my question to you is, now you're blaming him for picking the same players, but he has no one else to pick. Like who else does he pick? Because I mean, the players, majority of them are not listening to his tactics. They're not doing what he wants to do. They're not doing what he wants them to do. The majority of them are consistently not doing what he wants to do. Who else there's no one else to pick. There is no one else to pick.
So, okay. So the way I look at that is,
so then how do you blame a manager? Okay, you say holding to the same standards, right? The reason why I don't agree with that again is because Ole got transfers. He got the players he Ole went through how many transfers? So on top of all the transfers, 4.5 windows. So Ole had the opportunity to clear out, get who he wanted. He basically got players, some of the players that he wanted. Ralph didn't get one player. Ralph did not get one player.
Yeah, true.
So how do you blame a manager? You didn't get anyone. So how do you blame a manager? How can you blame a manager for 6 months? For players not doing what he wants to do when he asked for players, they didn't give it to him?
Right,
how do you blame him? It is not fair.
Joe, you got to understand, this was a manager who asked them they're going to be training in the evening. The captain of the club said, I guess I have to start to train in the evening now. That there tells you there was trouble in the house already.
But let me hit you up with something real quick though. Okay, so you guys are tying the manager's time and available transfer windows as a basis to how well he's been playing. Okay, if that's the case, then when Ole first came in without any transfer windows, where he was just a caretaker, and we went on that amazing run, are we saying that we're not going to credit Ole for that because these weren't the players that he brought in? This is somebody else.
You're the one that's saying that now. You're the one that's saying, I never said I'm not giving credit. We didn't talk about Ole's when Ole first took over, right? We're talking about looking at everything as an average, right? You're saying you're looking at Ragnick as an average, right? He's been here for what? Almost 6 months. Yep. Ole was here for 3 years, right? Yep. Ole, he started off, he had to bounce, right? The players, because, and again, Ole came in at a time, the things that fans are not consistent. Fans, they don't really look at really what's going on here. When Ole took over a team that he took over a dressing room that was frustrated and they were down. They were tired of Mourinho.
Yes.
So when Ole came in at the right time, they needed a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
They needed Ole.
Yes.
He
shackled them perfectly. The shackles were let go.
Yes.
But when he was handed the full-time job.
Exactly. When he handed the full-time job, everything went down to shit because at that time they're like, oh well, I mean, Ole is cool. Well, that's fine. We could just, I mean, then the players started to show the true colors. But Ole was like, man, guys, I need y'all to play. So they'll give Ole performances here and there, but they'll still give him bad performances. But at the end of the day, Ole got sacked because he could not take this team to where they needed to go. He wasn't a good coach.
100%.
Now, Ragnick came in. Ragnick came in at a time when the dressing room, because this dressing room issue has been going on for a long time.
Yes.
The dressing room was down, right? The dressing room was down. He came in at a time, and then when he came in, the club says, okay, you're an interim. And at the end of the season, you're not going to be the manager. You're only going to be there for
he mentioned interim 6 months.
Interim.
It was
6
another
months.
guy. It was game over.
It was game over. And then also the players have been given so much power by the board. When they want to hire a manager or sack a manager,
they ask the recommendations. Really?
They ask for the recommendations. Like, how the hell do you blame Ralph? And again, yet again, when you sack a manager, you want like a reset, right? You want to bounce, a bounce. You sack Ole, but you say Carrick can stay. You say this other play, Carrick, McKenna can stay, Phelan can stay. So you want Ralph to take over a team with coaches that he does not know. These are not his coaches. What has changed? Nothing has changed. It's just Ralph is just coming in just to take the brunt of what, just to take. Ralph is just coming in just to be the fall guy, huh?
Ralph said he couldn't get his guys. That's why he ended up with the former.
He couldn't get his. He couldn't get his guy because all his guys are in contracts. He can't get him out of contracts. Yet again, the club put Ralph in a position to fail. Okay, then Ralph said, you know what? Okay, at minimum, give me a midfield. Give me midfield players. That's all I ask for. Just give me midfield players, so I can, because the midfield is not good enough.
Right.
You still don't give it to him.
He did say that. So let's move gears quickly. Right. We all saw the game yesterday. We all saw the atrocious defending from United defenders. But there's still that debate. It's still lingering and it's still brought here. Who was responsible for United's first goal? We're going to have two types of analyzing. Joe, the artist, has something special for us. We're going to try that today. And I have something. So, Joe, as you see my screen, loud and clear. You don't agree that this Arsenal guy, this is Varane, this is Telles, right? This is the Arsenal player. This Telles, this Varane, the ball comes this way first. He misses the ball completely. Varane misses the ball, right? That's his responsibility. He misses the ball. So the ball comes out here. He swings the ball. He cuts right in and takes a shot. At the time of shooting, Delo is in front of this defender, of this striker. As the ball goes to the gun, he pounds the ball outwards. The Arsenal defender, for some sprint way, gets in front of Delo and taps the ball in, and it's 1-0 to the Arsenal. Do you agree or you disagree?
I agree. That is exactly what happened. And clearly, we can see who were the individuals that were all at fault in conceding that goal.
Right. So, Benz, as you can see, the Arsenal defender, the Arsenal striker, at the beginning of play, Delo was in front of the Arsenal striker, right?
Yeah.
At that side of the pitch. Ball comes here. Varane misses this right here. He misses the bounce. The ball rolls out. He cuts in, shoots. This is Varane. This is Telles. He shoots the ball. De Gea does what he's supposed to do and parries it. He could not do anything more than that because the shot was a good shot. For some reason, the guy is in front of Delo and is there for a tapping.
Mm-hmm.
The anticipation was quicker from the Arsenal player than Delo. But the problem started down here. This is where the problem started initially. Telles and Varane should have cut this guy out initially. This guy should not have been shooting at all.
Yeah, I agree.
That's where the problem is. De Gea done his job. People saying he should have palmed it.
Yeah.
Where the ball is going to his right. He could only palm it that way. He can't palm it forward. Because the ball, he could only palm it that way.
I think I mean, to cut the long story short, man, I think if you really watch football, you play the game, and you watch it, and you understand the game very well. You cannot blame Delo for that goal. You simply cannot.
Joe, you have a freeze frame shot.
I can't.
We
can't blame
analyze.
Delo for that shot.
No, but Joe, can you pull up your freeze frame? We're going to try a new technique today, but we are no copyright intended on this situation. It's not who's the original owners of that clip, so we could give them credit.
It kind of feels like the low blame is like the Americanized way of analyzing that game.
Joe, who owns the clip?
BT Sport.
So BT Sport, we're gonna give them. We're gonna thank BT Sport for allowing us to use their thing. So please, Joe, give us a freeze frame of, and we could point through the screen. Right, there we go, gentlemen. Right, as the guy's about to shoot there, if we go to the far left, you see he's already started to make his dash across the screen. Delo's slightly in front, but the guy's making his dash because he can see. Probably the guy's expecting a cross, actually, not a shot. He's probably expecting this guy to. But see the gaps.
Exactly.
Look at the gaps these two are giving this guy. Look at the gap. It's too wide. It's too wide.
I understand that, but if
the guy, look at the space the guy has. Literally that space. Now, this guy's aiming for that corner. This guy is ready to dash through. It's poor.
Like
1, 2, 3. The guy, I'm not blaming the guy. These two are the biggest culprits. This guy should not be that goal should, this shot should be blocked right there.
Okay, we're talking about this footballing thing, right? I get that Telles wasn't able to block the ball, but you have to understand it was a little bit of a difficult ball to block. I get that, right? But if you look at this freeze frame, right? Just point out everybody and point out what their responsibilities are. If you look at Telles, his responsibility right now is to close down Saka and keep that ball from either getting shot or crossed in.
Right.
Varane, he's holding the fort. There's nobody different right now, but zonally, he's just protecting that space. Lindelof's got his guy. Right?
We have 6 United players in the box and 4 Arsenal players.
Yeah.
Now, Dalot also has his guy. Look at the potential. Look at the different potential plays that can happen. He can bend the ball in the top bends, right? He can take a shot directly at Dalot. He can actually pass the ball to 2 Arsenal players that are currently dashing in to the head.
Right between these two, right there.
Right between. So because of that, it is vital for both Lindelof and Dalot to mark their guys.
So these guys already
before
Lindelof is not even
the
close.
cross or the shot went in. Okay. This is before the cross or the shot took place. That was their job. And if they did their job, Lindelof did his. But if Dalot did his, this would not have been a goal.
All right. Joe, thank you very much.
I'm going to ask a question, right? When, let's say, if someone gives you poison, you ingest poison, right? You ingest poison, right? Poison is going to eventually, this poison can kill you. But there's a medication that you can take that will stop you from dying, but you don't take the medication.
Right.
What caused you to die in the first place? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying.
I do.
Okay.
Disease.
Okay. The initial disease. Okay. Which was ingesting the poison.
Right.
So if I put that on the pitch right now, right? The ball, a cross comes into the box. Varane misses. Varane doesn't block the cross. Telles doesn't block it either. And then Telles has a second opportunity to stop Saka from taking the shot. He still does not do that. Yes, Dalot loses his man. But also, when Saka takes that shot, De Gea saves it. But he accidentally palms the ball in the direction
of the oncoming
striker. So I don't know what else. The only thing Delo could have done, Delo could have even still been tight on his man, and the guy could have still scored that goal. The fact that the ball was palmed in the direction of that Delo's man, giving him a even better chance to score that goal. The situation here at hand was the ball, the initial threat was not dealt with. And when you have a threat that is not dealt with,
that's the result.
That is the result. That needs to be addressed.
Okay.
Simple.
All right, Joe, thank you very much for the footage. Thank you. Let's back to normality. Right, that was good. But that is we can all see United defenders all over the place. There are 6 defenders and 4 attackers, and we still conceded a goal. It tells you this defense has issues either way. They don't close them down. The 2 Telles is good crossing, but his defending is really questionable. I mean, questionable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would Luke Shaw have done anything different? I doubt it.
Not
doubt
recently.
it.
Not recently.
Right. So, Bems, where do United go from here? 2 heavy defeats in 4 days. Next stop, we have who do we got? We have who do we have next?
I think we play Chelsea next, right?
Oh yeah,
Chelsea
on Thursday. Right.
Yeah, we play Chelsea next.
What do you expect from that game? Any predicted scores, mate?
I expect a loss. It's not a matter of. Yeah, they're still going to beat us. I expect a loss.
You do realize Chelsea got beaten at home this week 4-1, 4-2 by Arsenal. That gave them that bounce.
Yeah, but they turn around and they just beat West Ham today.
Oh, they
did. They just beat West Ham today. I think it was 1-0. But we're gonna lose. We're gonna. And they beat West Ham even after a missed penalty.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Jorginho missed a penalty and late, and they still won 1-0. We're gonna lose that game. It's guaranteed. We're gonna lose that game. There's no way. It's not even possible us winning that game. It's just a matter of how many. Score? It's a matter of how many we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna lose that game. I say 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Joe.
We're gonna lose that game 3-1.
Damn. I say 2-2 draw. So Joe, you're going 3-1 defeat. Joe, you're saying 2-1. What do you say? Joe, how many?
3-1.
3-1 at Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe 2-1. Wait. You know what? Okay. If Maguire is not on that team, it's gonna be a 2-2.
He's gonna play.
If it's not, so if Maguire's on the team,
if Maguire plays 3-1. Maguire plays 3-1.
Bems, Old Trafford.
I say Maguire plays. Maguire doesn't play. Whoever plays is 2-0. 2-0.
You don't think we're gonna even score?
I don't see a score in that game.
Dang.
I don't think I don't think we're gonna score. I just don't think, because I mean, yeah, we scored against Arsenal, but Chelsea's defense is better than Arsenal's. Although they are missing
They did concede 4 goals.
Yeah. They could. You know what? The thing about it is that we're not even playing like our attack is solely on Ronaldo, right? And if Ronaldo is not there, there's guaranteed not scoring. So maybe we do score 1 goal, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I don't see us scoring because we don't create enough chances anyways for Ronaldo anyway.
The chances we created were no more than 4 in the whole game. Bruno has been off form for a while, but people begin to zoom right into Bruno's play. He's been poor against Liverpool.
Poor for the longest, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been very
now,
poor.
I'm going to ask you, Joe, 4 games to go. It's going to come down. Spurs and Arsenal play in 3 weeks. In the next 3 games, Arsenal and Spurs play at White Hart Lane. Winner takes it all. Who would you be cheering for that game? I know you don't support any of the 2 teams. Arsenal and Spurs, White Hart Lane. Winner takes it all. 3 games time.
I go to Spurs.
You go Spurs.
Because yeah, I give the Spurs not a threat. I don't know any Spurs fans. I don't run into them. They don't. I don't look at that team as one that's in the ascendancy. So I'll let them. And it's one of those, again, they're like those bridesmaids that just never become the brides. It's like they will continue go to the Champions League every once in a while, but it's just not going to happen to them. This is assuming they even hold on to Harry Kane this summer.
Bems, Spurs and Arsenal. Winner takes it all. In 3 games time. Where is Bems?
Oh, Spurs and Arsenal?
Yeah.
Spurs and Arsenal, I would say.
Who would you prefer to win that game?
I would say Spurs. I think Spurs will win it. I think Spurs will win it. I think the thing is, I think Arsenal
will have that ready. I swear.
Arsenal has they have like they can win a few games, but there's always a loss coming in the.
They lost 3 in a row before the Chelsea game.
Yeah, there's always a loss coming into I Spurs should win that game.
Yeah, if you look at
Spurs should win that game. Yeah.
Go on, Joe.
Hold on a second. Spurs should win that game. Like on paper, they should win that game, and they have a better manager. They have a better lineup. I mean, Spurs should win that game. I don't understand why. Spurs definitely have the more pressure to win that game.
Right. When I saw that game yesterday, Arsenal defense is not all that strong. It's an okay defense. There's nothing special about Arsenal defense. It's United who just didn't have the firepower to break that defense down. And because at 2-1, United could have got penalty goes in. I think Arsenal would have crumbled at 2-2. I think they would have crumbled easily.
Oh yeah,
I think they would have crumbled.
See, the thing is, I think it's not even at this point. I don't even think it's firepower reasons, man. I just think that the players don't care. Their brains are gone. They don't care because
they're looking for summer holidays.
This is the same United team. This is the same United team. If this was a year ago, United gets something out of that game.
Right.
This is the same players. Nothing's changed. The same players. The same players that was able to come from behind. Remember under Ole, we'll come from behind and win games. That game we would have won that if that was under Ole at the time where Ole was like getting something out of these players. And these players they had those highs and lows, but they played. What's the word now? They played with more a bit more passion than now. Now the players don't care. So,
right.
I don't think it's more than I think it has something to do with the mentality. Their heads are gone. So
all right, cool. So as it stands now. Mathematically, Joe, United top 4? No, yes, no.
United top 4?
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't Arsenal and Spurs, no chance. But these folks, man, they surprise us sometimes in how skilled, how used they are to bottling it, But
we are never there to take advantage. Why?
We are never there to take advantage. We got a nice little bottle history too ourselves.
Oh yeah,
that we're developing. So, I would say we don't make top 4. What's that? 6 points. 6 points away from Arsenal. We're not making top 4.
Bems, Man United top 4 mathematically over.
Top 4 has been gone since December, bro.
December.
It's been gone. It's been gone since
4 months
December,
ago, bro.
No, but Tim, I've been consistent that we won't make top 4, right? And I'm just gonna stand by that. I knew we weren't gonna make when before Ole got sacked and we were losing all those games. I said top 4 was gone. I knew then because to get top 4, you can't afford to lose games the way we lost those games in the manner we lost them. I think that affects your top 4 like hopes. So to me it was gone since December.
United have now lost 10 Premiership games this season. 10. drawn 9, lost 10. So out of the 9 games, which is 27 points. So out of 57 points, 57, United have taken 9. That sums up United season. 9 points from 57 games. 57 points available. 9.
What's a trash? That's a useless
trash.
club we are.
That's, by our standards, that's relegation, bro. That is just trash. 9 points from 57. Get the hell out of there, bro. That's just rubbish. Absolute rubbish. But hey, this is the team we support. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Another great post game with the great guys of Houston Red Army. Joe, the soul man, the peacemaker, spotting his sunglasses, feeling cool. This is who he is. And bam, the controversial one has come back. Ready for bang. We don't forget we have a pre-match game against Chelsea on Chelsea's game is on Thursday. So we'll be here on Wednesday to talk about the predicted scores, the predicted lineups, who we're going to play against Chelsea. From all of us, Joe, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you very much. And oh, we got Bems, the controversial one in the background. Nice one. And Bems, thank you very much for joining us. Frank, welcome back home. From all of us, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, keep sharing our content, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting the logo at the bottom right of your screen when you watch our videos. From all of us, is goodbye and good night. See you guys very soon.